Hey, hey, hey. What's up, party people? It is Wednesday and it's hump day. That means it is time for the conversation. We are back from a little bit of a hiatus. You know, every couple of weeks we take something happens with our group. But we're back. We're loud, live, and in color, and we are ready to conversate with y'all. So today we have Kate joining us today. She's filling in for, no, Brittany's joining us, filling in for Shaq tonight. Brittany and Kate, both of our co-hosts. We have Michael here, and we have our brother Darius, who is joining us tonight as well. How's everyone doing?
Hi, honey.
Good.
Darius, what have you been up to since you've been over? We haven't seen you in a while. What's been going on in your world?
Well, I have just been really busy with work and with my work with St. Pete Pride and my fraternal organization, and working on my personal too. So, it's just I've been busy.
Awesome. It's better to be busy than not booked at all. That's what I like to say. So that's awesome. Michael, what's going on in your world up there in Michigan?
Well, let me first just say how wonderful everyone looks tonight. It's been too many days since our last conversation, but you know me, I've been in the same old spot every weekend at the terrarium there in Ferndale. This weekend we are hosting a DJ collective called Verdance. Did I say that right? 6 DJs, 8 to 2, minimalist Detroit house. It is the spot to be Friday night.
This weekend?
This weekend.
Awesome. Well, I wish you good luck with that event. I swear I'm going to have to try to get up there and come on your event sometime.
All of you. Mikasa Sukasa. When you come,
I love that.
carpet is out.
I love Detroit. Detroit is so lit.
Brittany, what's going on down there in Texas with you?
Working. Same old. Just working. My son tore his ACL, as you guys know. So I've just been working with that and just working. So busy.
You look real. Your hair is herring tonight.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful.
You look good tonight.
That's what I said. Everyone looks great this evening. I can't get over it.
Yes.
Brittany has been beautiful since like 6th grade. Like, it's not fair.
Thank you.
Kate, what's going on with you? Kate was actually an inhabitant of my apartment this weekend. She came and stayed on my couch. We had a dinner with my friend group, her friend group now, on Friday night, and we just chilled all weekend. But what's been going on with you since you've been home, Kate?
Just working, really just taking care of business and getting ready for the next chapter of my life. So I'm having a lot of fun and hanging with the kids and all that good stuff. So
awesome.
Thanks for asking.
Of course. Well, we're gonna get right into things. We have a lot to cover tonight. First things first, I want to. We've been trying to cover this for the past couple of weeks, but we haven't been on, and so that's why I moved it. I think it's very important because when I call bull crap, I want to call it, and I think the story is a bunch of it. But if you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I'm getting some feedback. Who is that? Testing 1. Okay. So if you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you know that there was an altercation between Erica Mena and Spice, and some things were brought up, including kids, and I always say kids are always off limits. But Spice said something along the lines of something about Erica Mena's children, and Erica Mena called Spice and going back and forth, called her a monkey. And we live in the day of cancel culture, so the mob came, Black Twitter arose and basically made a stink of it. And so Love and Hip Hop fired Erica Mena and a bunch of other shows that she's working on, like some series shows that she does. They fired her as well. And she was fired. And in retaliation of that, Love and Hip Hop then did a round table about race and colorism. And excuse me, I call bullshit on that because I know for a fact I have at least 2 women of color who are executive producers over at VH1. And so you're telling me they filmed this over almost a year ago, and that footage went through all these people, No one said anything about it. It was aired, and now that Black Twitter makes us think about it, she's fired. So, what do you guys think about that?
So I'm probably gonna be the one, but because I usually am. Just for my clarity, what does Erica Mena? What does she identify as her race?
She's Puerto Rican.
Okay, so she Puerto Rican.
From the Bronx,
okay.
Puerto Rican.
So
Dominican.
She should understand being a person from being brown skinned, from the Black and brown community, a person of color. She should understand that when you throw out the term monkey to somebody who is Black, that's calling us less than human. It was an insult. And it's not okay. It should not have been excused. She should know better. And because we all know that she knows better, she was held to account. Because guess what, Mama, you on TV. You represented a network. So now you got the network looking bad.
So and it went through so many different people. I guess that's like kind of the problem. Like it was filmed a year ago. They saw it. Nobody said anything about it.
But you know what? But that's my other part that I wanted to being that this was previously filmed.
Mm-hmm.
That should have never have come out.
Right.
So that lets me know that somebody wanted it to come out.
Drama.
The network wanted that to come out.
Yeah.
And so I think we as viewers and consumers, we need to start holding these networks to account, because we all know that these shows are taped months in advance. We know that they edit them, they film them, they take certain portions to sensationalize it, to keep us on the edge of our seats, to keep us tuning in. But she should have never have allowed that to come out her mouth, because bottom line, had she never had said it, it would have never been used. So
I really just hate the light that these shows put Black and brown girls in the first place. It just, I don't know, it's always drama. There's always fights. There's always derogatory names being thrown around. It just makes us look so bad all the time. And I'm really just over these shows, because it's not even, it used to be entertaining years ago, but it's not even entertaining anymore. It's degrading, and it's ignorance. And like you said, they shouldn't have ever brought that out. Like, they shouldn't even let it air for anyone to see it. But since it's out there, obviously she does need to be, she has been terminated for it. But I don't know. I just wish these shows would stop. I know they're making money from it, but it definitely does not look good for the Black and brown girls at all.
The reality TV show, like you said, Brittany, it's not even fun anymore. It's just everyone's doing this. Things have been so regurgitated. There's been so many table flips, so many drinks thrown, so many. It's just, what else can they do? At this point. I do want to read this tweet that Erica Mena tweeted out a few days ago. She said, "I think it's absolutely fair that I speak under this post, especially because I was indeed filming nonstop for 7 months after the actual incident between me and the other individuals happened. The network chose to still film with me out nonstop, which is why I was used as the base storyline for the whole second half of the actual season. They had this footage for months. They chose to edit it how they wanted and aired it. It's only now they are desperate, trying to save face and using me. If I'm sorry, you guys, so small. If I'm going to set an example, why was I not a part of this roundtable discussion? Why are they so desperate to film nonstop right now to make up for everything I shot that they can't use now? Desperate to save face, but true, and only reason a statement was even made by the network was because the backlash, not because they truly believed what I said was a racial slur. The fact that they're now making a mockery of the situation by using individuals who have indeed said things just as bad. Messy Yandy herself in 2015 at Hot 97 on air called me an ass monkey. To try and save face for this network sponsors is pathetic. If you really want to save face, why not have the two women who are just as wrong in the scene have this conversation, since now this network feels it needs to be had? I agree with that. Why not have her and Spice have a conversation with, like, a therapist there or something like that? Do we think that Mona would have stepped in if there wouldn't have been backlash?
No, because she likes that drama.
Darius, what do you think?
Oh, they wouldn't have stepped in. It's only because of the public backcry and probably sponsors, because we're in this age now where it's not politically correct.
Mm-hmm.
Say certain things, even though we see the stuff happening in our politics and in our culture, but it's still not acceptable in many circles to say and do things like that. Potentially because you're talking about branding, and any sponsors, major advertisers, anybody that gives your network or your show money, that's going to probably make them look at whether or not this is a relationship that they need to continue to be a part of, because this affects their branding.
Right. Yeah. Michael, do you have anything to say on this?
So this is a tough one. I think, obviously Erica made some good points in her tweet, but really this to me is more symptomatic of the race to the bottom that reality TV has become. Didn't we just have a colorism discussion on some recent season of Basketball Wives? And then you look at, the other types of shows like, what is that one, Vanderpump Rules or whatever? And, these folks had this affair. It was very public, very messy, and people eat this up. Everything has such a dark undertone. And I wonder, when do we get to the part about the healing? We all know, anyone that's worked in this industry, that they set these situations up. And then they act surprised sometimes when they happen, or maybe they hold some stuff back for shock factor. Just like this now. Maybe they think it's going to be a bad season, and so they decide to take out a woman of color and totally destroy her. Now she's canceled. That part, that doesn't sit well with me. Not even a little.
Me neither. I do have this one question, then we'll move on. I don't have kids, so I don't know how that feels. But if someone were, Brittany or Kate, if someone were to bring up your children in an argument, is all fair in love and war? When you're going back and forth, is anything that come out of your mouth, is it fair?
I'm gonna come for their mama. I'm not gonna come for their race.
I'm going to hell with it. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going for race though. Me personally, I don't know, especially not on TV.
There's so many other things that you can attack. I wouldn't attack race. But if you say something about my kids, it's up about my kids.
Right.
All right. Well, let's move on. K. Michelle was recently being interviewed and asked about her love life, and she's currently dating a white man, and she says she encourages other black women to try it out. She thinks that in the black community, it's still taboo for black women to date white men, and she wants to know why that is. So I think the discussion should be had. Brittany, what do you think about this? Because you are a black woman. If you were dating, would you give, now at this point in your life, I know we're in a different time, if you were dating again, would you give a white boy a try?
Yeah.
You would?
Yes,
white
I
guy
would.
did you date at Comstock?
None of them.
No, not that. But you would, Brittany?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would be open to that. I would just want to. I mean, I've never dated a white man before, so I would just want to see the differences. And I hear they treat you really well, so I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Well, you and Kate know. You guys have known me for more than 25 years. I've always dated white guys.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing. It's nothing new. But in the gay community, it's different. Darius, would you date a white guy?
I like who I like, regardless of what their race is. But what I will say is the reason why I believe that some Black men and women, men as well as Black women, have this view about dating outside of their races because over 247 years of white supremacy that we have had to endure in this country.
Yeah.
And I think that has a lot to do with it.
I have a cousin.
You're talking about slavery. You're talking about Jim Crow. You're talking about, so many different things and I think too, there is with our Black men, there is and I can say this because I'm a Black man. We have strong Black men out here who are husbands and who are fathers and who are strong heads of family, but we have so many that have dropped the ball. We have so many that have helped create life,
right?
That came into this world that they didn't step up and help take care of.
Yeah.
And the Black woman has had to step up and be the father, the son, the wife, as well as the husband.
Right. Yeah. I have a cousin who is single, and she recently started dating. Well, she's not single now. She recently started dating a white guy, and she's been dating him for about 6 months. Well, no, it's been over 6 months, and she still won't tell her parents.
In LA?
No.
Oh, okay.
She won't tell her parents. And to me, I don't know how that relationship's going to go anywhere. Because she's afraid of what her parents will say.
She's probably waiting for the ring once it gets serious.
So
what are her parents' views?
They're just very old school Black,
That's why she won't say nothing, because she already know how they feel.
Right, but okay, so why start dating him?
Because you like what you like at the end of the day. I don't care whether you Black, blue, purple, whatever. We like what we like.
Right.
I don't
at the end of the day.
I like it all.
I don't know.
How long is she gonna hide it though? Because what if they fall in love?
That's what I think they're already in love. And she wants children one day. And I hate to say this, but I'm really low key thinking she'll be one of those people who would have a sigh of relief if something happened to her parents, and then she wouldn't have to go through that. No, it's not funny. Some people go through that. There's gay guys who have a sigh of relief to come out when their parents die or something, and it's a relief to them because they can come out of the closet finally.
Damn.
I pray my kids are never they never feel like that about me, because that's sad, really.
Yeah, it is sad. But yeah, I also had a friend who his parents died, and he kind of said, "Now I'm free." He's free to be who he wants to be, and I think that is sad.
But actually, you have to understand. Even for me, my childhood, I grew up in a southern country town where I grew up in a neighborhood in a family where everything gay was offensive. You were going to hell. They would call gay people faggots and everything else. If you grew up in an environment similar to that, you would stay in the closet too. Because guess what? That was the environment that you grew up in.
Yeah.
And that has been ingrained into you. So you're fighting internally against what has been put into you your whole life. And because you don't want to disappoint your family. You don't want to, to defy their expectations. There's a part of us that doesn't want to do that. And so you have to understand, everybody doesn't come from the same place. We didn't all grow up in homes where everybody was accepting of who we were.
You're right. Can I ask you a personal question? How did you finally get over that feeling of, if this disappoints someone, I'm sorry, but you had to be yourself?
I just came to the conclusion. I mean, shit, I like peeing, and you know, and you know, I love it, and I love a good back too. You know, on occasion, you know, and I like what I like, and I got one life.
Right.
And at the end of the day, who are you going to live that one life for? Am I going to pretend? Because guess what? Even when you try to pretend, they really know. Especially in the black families.
Oh,
we already know. We just waiting on you to say something.
Yeah, them black moms be knowing.
We already knew. We've been knew you like boys. Yeah. We just waiting on you to say something.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I hope anyone who's in our listening audience or any friends of mine or anything, I hope that they never have to go through that. And if they do, they come to a point where, like Darius said, you just have to accept what you want.
But see, you also have to accept the consequences, because one of the reasons that kept me for the longest time from feeling like I could be free was because my fear that I was going to lose my family. Mm-hmm. I was in college. I was dependent financially on my family. Mm. And the thought that I would be disowned, I would be discarded. And for a lot of people, that has happened. You have a lot of people that was thrown out of their homes as teenagers and young adults because they were gay. Their families completely turned their backs on them. So they had to resort to survival, whether that was survival sex, whatever they had to do to survive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a deep conversation, but yeah. Let's move on to something a little bit more lighthearted. Boozy has said that he was offered.
That's lighthearted.
he was offered $250,000 to perform at a gay pride event, and he turned it down because it's not something he believes in. What do we think about that, Michael? Do you?
It's consistent. I think he's been pretty solidly anti-LGBTQ for quite some time. It's hard for me to imagine who is paying Boosie a quarter and who would do that for Pride. But, you know, hey, he might want to stay in the news. So, okay, this got him there. I get it, Boosie. Do your thing.
I don't know what kind of, and maybe Darius can speak a little bit more to this because this is what he does. But I don't know what gay pride or gay organization has $250,000 on entertainment. Period.
There's none, and I sit on the board for the one of the biggest pride organization in the Southeast, and in the South definitely. And I can tell you, we don't have a $250,000 entertainment budget. And further to the point, I just really want to put up a Candy Bird's GIF, the lies. You know, Miss Boosie. Now, I think Boosie is so hung up on the LGBTQIA community for internal reasons. I believe that when he was incarcerated, mm-hmm. he either saw some things or he experienced some things, and we know from his account he saw some things differently. But I wonder, did he do some things? I wonder if there's an internal, because usually with men like this that are always talking about gay stuff, that are always trying to bash the LGBTQIA community, that's a sign that there's some insecurity somewhere.
Yeah. And it seems like every time Boozy has an interview, he always is bringing up something negative about.
I mean, do you recall how he kept going in on Zaya Wade for the longest?
Yeah.
He has a daughter who's.
I mean, this is a man that hired a woman, a prostitute, a stripper, to give oral sex to his teenage son.
Yeah.
And his cousin.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember it.
That was all in the news.
Brittany, what did you say about him? He has what?
He has a daughter who's a. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
This storm?
I heard it too.
It's going crazy over here.
Oh no.
He has a daughter who's gay though, mm-hmm. which is crazy that he has so much negative to say. But he has a daughter, and he's like, "Well, I love my daughter, right?" But you're talking about her community.
But I think it goes back to that whole ignorant black taboo. It's okay for women, but when men do it, it's ill. It's a totally different thing. which is a whole nother rabbit hole I don't want to go down, but
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason.
Hmm.
Because we clearly know he's not going for his son. It would never happen. So, yeah. Michael, do you have anything to say about? Oh, you already talked about the. Kate, what about you?
I mean, I just think he's despicable.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't book Boosie for $250, much less $250,000.
And I don't know anybody who would. I really think that's cap. I really think that's cap when he said.
I'm not gonna lie. I went to a concert probably about a month ago, a Boosie concert, and it was actually really fun. It was all the old songs, but
He has some hits, but
he does.
his time is up.
I mean, you could probably get Boosie tickets at the Chevron. Hey, let me get 20 on 5 and a $5 Boosie ticket.
That's the That's the kind of place I would sell his ticket. Exactly. Moving on. According to TMZ, Blac Chyna has been selling her personal items to get by, in quotes, get by, amid her custody battle with Tyga. Somebody's lying because she has a Kardashian baby. And she has a baby by Tyga. So how hard are times? And I know they said she was making quite a lot of money on OnlyFans. I don't think she's doing that anymore.
So my question is, you got to look at how is she living, because if she's spending more money than what she's taking in, it could be she's living beyond her means.
I also think that people underestimate how much all of this costs. I mean, if you're Blac Chyna and you're paying attorneys, a team of attorneys at a high-powered law firm to get this settled, you're spending millions of dollars a year. And I've seen the numbers in the news on this OnlyFans. She earned $180 million or something, some ridiculous number. I think that's suspect, number one. And number two, even if she did, by the time she breaks everybody off, including the tax man, she is nowhere near that amount. So if you're racking up millions of dollars in legal fees, I get it. You might have to sell some of your stuff to keep fighting for your children.
Liquidate.
Michael, coming from an attorney, help us touch on those legal fees again. So like when you're on trial, let's say you're going up against the Kardashians like she was. How does that work? Do they take something like that pro bono? Do you have so much money up front? Like, how does that work?
No, so generally speaking, most of these types of cases are done on a per hour basis. For a good attorney in these fields, for famous folks, you're talking north of $2,000 per hour of their time. That is for one person per hour. Then, of course, they have cheaper people that work underneath them, but still you're paying hundreds of dollars an hour. In a single day, you could spend 6 figures on a complicated case.
Insane. And she lost.
She lost.
Mm-hmm.
So help me understand and help the people who are watching might understand, because why do attorneys, especially high-powered attorneys, take on cases like that if they don't think there is when you're going up with the Kardashians and their legal team, you have to have some kind of instinct, or you know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing. I've spent my whole career kind of taking on, David versus Goliath situations, right? These fights still need to be fought. Obviously, she is up against the machine. We all know the Kardashian powerhouse. Who knows if Tyga's, part of a cog in that wheel or whatever. But you still have to fight the fight. It's justice is supposed to be blind and in some respects equal. And, you do the best you can do for a client. And I will say, I've seen the little guy take down the man more times than I could probably mention. So who knows? She might win the next round.
Okay. Yeah. I want her to win. I do. But I don't know.
I mean, it has to be. I think it has to be something fundamentally wrong in most cases for a judge to take a child from the mother.
Right.
Now, is that what happened here, or was it more of a situation where he is withholding her parenting time? I think when I looked into this, she was trying just to get a renewed custody arrangement, but it seems that she has not been allowed to see her oldest son for quite some time, despite repeated attempts to do so.
I've heard lots of different things. More along the lines of what you're saying about this case, the case against Tyga. I was talking more of the Kardashian case. But yeah, during this case, I heard that he's withholding like medical information. Where the child goes to school, they won't let her come on campus, that kind of stuff. So yeah. I'm not sure. There's always two sides of every story. I would hate that Tyga would be doing that, but I don't know. And it seems like she's trying to turn her life around as well. But like I said, we're not there. We don't know what's happening. So I wish her the best. I wish everyone in the situation the best of luck. So yeah, moving on. At Beyonce's Houston stop on her Renaissance tour. Brittany, were you there?
I went to the one in Dallas.
Oh, Dallas. Okay. Matthew Knowles, an original Destiny's Child member, Ms. Robertson, met in the first time in like 25 years. And she posted on her Instagram this picture and said nothing needs to be said. What is understood. It seems like everyone is a good spot. And the streets are talking that they're coming up on their 25-year reunion. The streets are talking and saying that there might be a Destiny's Child reunion tour of some sort in the works. Matthew Knowles was interviewed and he said he would love to see another tour, but it's all what the girls want to do at this point. What do we think? Do we think that Destiny's Child is just, they're pulling our leg, or do we think there's really something in the works?
Beyonce don't need the money, but the other girls, LaToya Luckett would probably love to do a tour, or like Michelle.
I don't know.
I would love for them to do this, but Beyonce just got off this crazy tour, and y'all know she likes to take 5 years off after she does a tour like that. So I just don't know.
Do you not see it, Brittany?
I really wish that they would, because how I love Destiny's Child. But I don't really see Beyonce. If anything, Beyonce would be the one who would hold it up.
Right. She's the Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
I think they could make a cool buck off this if they did.
Oh yeah.
The
merchandise alone.
The fact that it's 25 years, the fact that their website has just recently changed and updated. I don't know. I don't know. They haven't said no. In the past, they've said no. Now everyone's being really coy. Of course, we haven't heard Beyonce say a word, and we won't.
That post says it all.
But everyone else has said, you never know what might happen. Darius, what do you have to say about this?
And I would absolutely love it. I don't think, like we said, Beyonce just wrapped up the Renaissance tour. So I would love a reunion, but I don't see it happening maybe at least another 2, maybe 3 years.
Huh. I don't know.
And all of them, including the original members. Yes.
Oh, yeah. It would have to be a DC5 thing. I don't want to see just the 3 of them. I would. Right. I wouldn't go pay to see the 3. I would pay to go see the 5, though. Yeah. I would pay any amounts of money to see that.
Yeah. We need the other 2 girls, the originals. We need them in Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Michael, what say you?
I think this is a matter of when and not if. My money is on that this is announced in the next 18 months, and here's why. Beyonce's off this hot tour, but we all know we're getting to an age, right, where you never know where the star shine starts to dim a little bit. And so I think she will realize this is an opportunity to capitalize on a very successful tour, set her up for the rest of her life, and be like Cher and do a farewell tour every few years, right? As far as the lineup goes, it should include all of the members, even that one that I can't even remember her name.
Yeah, I'm like, where's
like
that
a 3-week period, and she didn't sing on the track, but she was in a music video. What was
Farrah?
that? Farrah. Farrah back too. People would love that. All of them.
Where is she?
You know, Farrah recently came out against Matthew Knowles pretty hard, and brought up like some sexual misconduct claims. So I don't think we'll never say never. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll see Farrah, but I definitely think we would see the 5.
I'm here for it.
Me too.
Round my little coins up, honey. Get my ticket.
Can we imagine?
Wyclef Jean come out.
Can we imagine just the wardrobe for a second? The wardrobe
Oh my God. Can we imagine the wardrobe that we would wear to the concert?
I have a baby fat jacket and a Darion jeans.
Yeah. Well, let's hope. Yeah, because music is in a bad place right now. So let's hope that we can get one more Destiny's Child album and what am I trying to say? A Destiny's Child album
and reunion tour.
And a reunion tour. Okay, so recently, all over the country, I can't speak for other cities, but I can speak for Chicago. There has been an influx. And when I say influx, I mean like influx times 100 of migrants coming to Chicago because we are a sanctuary city. And to the point now where they're putting their migrants are sleeping in police stations, on the floor, outside of police stations. This is actually a police station here in Chicago. I don't know if you can see off that picture really well.
I think it's Larrabee.
Here's another picture. This is what it looks like. And I'm trying to watch what I say, but we are at a point now where we're starting to infiltrate our neighborhoods, some of the pretty nice neighborhoods in Chicago, and the residents, the taxpayers are feeling a certain type of way because they're being put in our neighborhoods and they're given no choice in the matter. They'll call these neighborhood meetings and say, this is what's going to happen, but there's no vote, there's no choice, and it's just being said, this is what's going to happen. You're taxpayers, you get no choice in the matter. So Chicago's at a place now, I don't know about other cities, that the city council wants to bring up a vote for the residents of Chicago to vote. Do we still want this to be a sanctuary city at this point? I know that's a lot of red tape, and I know it's not going to happen overnight. But the question is, this being America, the land of the free, is this a fair question? Is this a fair vote to put on a docket? And what do we think of this? I know some of you don't have to deal with this, like if Darius is in Florida, Brittany's in Texas. Their governor is the one who's actually shipping them here.
Our immigrants ran. They run.
Right. I don't know how it looks in Michigan right now, but yeah, let's chat about this a little bit.
I mean, I had to move. I felt like a big part of me not wanting to live in Los Angeles was because the homeless population was just out of control. But I mean, I am wondering, is it fair to ask, the city to pay for just enough employees to process these people and get them into the society and get them working and, put them in a better place? I mean, is that even a possibility? I just got like 3 red light tickets this past weekend. Like, certainly me paying that money has to go somewhere. So it's like, y'all can't hire people to process these people, get social security number, or do what you do. I don't know.
And that's what our governor is asking the federal government to please send us help. We need help.
Mm-hmm.
Getting these people, we can't do it all.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Our mayor is not worth a damn. He's just letting everyone come in and saying just come one, come all. And there's no money to pay for these people, and he's just bringing them in, and it's turning into one big mess. And here, the winters are brutal. So during the day, a lot of these people go out.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they go out and roam the street. In the winter, that's not going to be able to happen. So what do we do about this? Darius, what do you...
So we all know that the immigration system in this country is broken. And I know right now, the politics of the day, they tend to always blame it on who's in the White House. I mean, when we had Trump in it, it was an issue. When we had Bush, it was an issue. I think the thing is, we have to, because they're fleeing countries largely that are oppressive, and it's a matter of life and death for many of these folks that are leaving their countries, and they're literally walking across several countries to get to our border. I think we got to put safeguards. The country has to do, the federal government needs to do what they need to do to help these people where they are, so that we don't have an influx of people just crossing our borders. Now, I do believe everybody deserves an opportunity and a chance to live a better life, but at the same time, cities like Chicago, I've been hearing about New York. It's a crisis in New York City with the migrants as well. And I think even if Chicago says, okay, we're not going to be a migrant city anymore, that's not going to stop Governor Hot Wheels down there in Texas or any of these other Republican governors from continuing to send. They're actually spending taxpayer dollars to bus migrants and drop them off, in these cities. And we've got to secure the border. That's one thing I do agree with the Republicans on.
Yeah.
We have, and I think even Democrats want to secure the border. I just think, they just have not come to a consensus on how to do it. I don't think a wall is a solution, because that was never theoretically possible. I mean, because some of our border with Mexico is rivers, and it's bodies of water. You can't put a wall over that.
Darius, do you know we got today alone 10 bus loads from Texas? So it's happening every day. We're getting...
And you know what? Y'all state, they need to start suing Texas. They need to start suing them. And I understand it's an issue for the people in Texas too, because they're crossing the border, and there's a lot of towns that are on the border.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're feeling it too. They're feeling it before anybody else.
Yeah. Michael.
This is a tough situation. And, I suppose I'm in a spot where I'll highlight a problem and I won't offer a solution in the least, because I can't think of one. And in many respects, this situation breaks my heart. The sad truth is our border is porous. We have tens of thousands of undocumented folks who desperately need a place to live coming across our southern border every day. And the governor of Texas, as everyone has noted, ships them all over the nation. They land in places like Chicago. Here in Michigan, we've got our own issue going on. But, a place like Chicago, to have 1,000+ homeless folks, migrants with no resources, maybe they don't even speak the language or have any type of connection to our culture. What do you even do in a situation like that? We see this photo of the police station, and part of me says, wow, what a problem this is. And then part of me says, my heart is breaking for these people, for this to be the better option for them, to land in some foreign country in a strange place with children in a police station with no secure roof or food or housing. I'm compassionate to it. I don't know how we fix this problem. I can tell you here in Michigan, Sheriff of Oakland County, which is, I suppose one of the nicer suburbs of Detroit, did a press release this week and put us all on alert of a Venezuelan gang who has infiltrated Oakland County and is targeting, high-end homes in the area, and they are suspected of doing some sex trafficking as well. So, these problems are not theoretical. I just don't know how we handle it in a compassionate way. I don't know that the solution is to ship them back or to keep bringing in more. It's just very difficult.
And one thing too, right now, these people can't even get work visas for 6 to 7 months. So you're coming in, and they pretty much have to be taken care of, and I believe a lot of them, they want to work. They come here wanting a job. I mean, right now here in Florida, we got so many construction jobs. Our agricultural industry is suffering because guess what? We as Americans, we don't want to be out here doing construction work. We don't want to be out here picking fruit.
No.
But to people coming in, they'll do it.
Right. Yeah.
But if it's taking them 6 months to a year to even get a work visa to work, and then we penalize businesses that hire undocumented immigrants.
Yeah. Something needs to be done and fast. That's all I'm going to say. And we're going to move on because we have to get through fashion files and come sit on my couch. But let's go to fashion files. This week, what is that noise? This week was Paris Fashion Week. And you guys are going to be... I'm hearing that noise again. You guys are going to be surprised, but I didn't have one female on my list this week because the guys were killing it over in Paris. So let's get right.
You missed out on our friend Pamela Anderson because I thought we would for sure see her on this list.
Not this week. We have all guys, and we have some guys more than once, and we'll talk about him and why I think he is on the list. Let me get my list out so I know who's wearing what. Okay, first we have Quavo at the Marnie fashion show. He has Marnie on head to toe. I love it.
Yeah. I love Marnie, period. I was looking at some earlier. She got some fly stuff that's coming out, but he looks good.
Yeah, Kate, you said you like it?
I love it. Yeah, I love Marnie. It is very innovative. It looks comfortable. It's really fun. And it's just like great Italian streetwear.
Yeah. Michael, what say you?
I think this is great. I would rock it, but not the sunglasses. That's a miss.
Darius?
Got milk?
Right. It's a Dalmatian.
I can always count on Darius to have something witty to say. You don't like it, Darius?
It's not that I don't like it, baby. I mean, yes, he could be 103 Dalmatians. Yeah.
It's giving Dalmatians.
Okay, moving on. And since he's made his announcement about performing at the Super Bowl, he has been killing it lately.
Oh, he performing at the Super Bowl?
Usher.
Oh, Usher is, yeah.
Usher was showing out over in Paris. This is him and YSL. No, this is in Valentino. What do we say, Brittany?
I love it.
Love it, yeah.
He's sharp. He's sharp.
Yeah. Michael?
Hey.
Anytime skinny ties come back into style, I smile because I haven't been able to wear it since 2011, and now I can again.
Darius?
I mean, I love it. Usher is such a gorgeous, attractive man. I mean, anything he wears is just on.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Talented.
We have Usher again in Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
It's fun.
sexy. That's like some anime shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Kate, I will pay you anything in the world. I've been looking for that belt everywhere. I can't find it.
Who is it by? Louis Vuitton?
It's Louis Vuitton. I can't find it anywhere.
That is sexy.
I don't know. I saw Tiana Taylor with it on and Usher, and I can't find it anywhere.
Do you know the name of it?
No. Nope.
I'm gonna find it. I'm looking for it. I'll look for it tonight.
It's probably at like one of the Tokyo boutiques or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but I love this. This is Usher.
I like his hair. Pharrell did it too.
So this next picture made such a splash on the internet, and I can't wait to get Darius's opinion. I can't wait to get everyone else's opinion. But this is Usher and head to toe Louis Vuitton by Pharrell.
Love.
By Pharrell Williams. Brittany, what say you?
Only because it's a skirt, I think, but it looks good though. Like it doesn't look bad, but it's kind of like, why do you have to wear a skirt? You know, but he can't do any wrong.
Wait till we get later on in my list. You're gonna see some more men rocking some questionable stuff.
No, but that's like a kilt, which is actually like a very masculine, like battle style for men in like Scotland and stuff. So that doesn't have to, like, we might perceive it as feminine, but in actuality,
but he looked uncomfortable. When you did you see when they like the video of it? He kind of looked uncomfortable.
It's hard to get used to because you wouldn't just randomly see a man wearing a skirt. You know what I mean? Like it's just not something you see a lot. But I mean, I think he looks great. I like his wrap too on his head.
Yeah, his wrap is really cute.
Michael, what do you say?
So I like that this jacket's got a more androgynous cut, you know, a little bit of a longer sleeve, but Usher looks like he's getting eaten alive by this. Very uncomfortable pose, maybe. I'm not sure. But the outfit itself, I think, you know, I can take it.
Darius?
The pose.
Yeah, this ain't Usher. This might be Urshiv, but this ain't Usher.
What do you think, Ash?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love anything different. Anytime a black male rocks the envelope with fashion, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Like
he looks good. I mean, he looks undeniably good, but
he's sample size.
Yeah, he is.
All right, moving on. We have next. Who do I have next on my list? I have
Issa Rae looked good out there, but she's rich now and she needs to keep writing because she's in Paris now and she used to be writing shows.
I don't do her. You'll never see her on my list.
What did she do?
We'll talk about her later. Next, we have Alton Mason at the Betterment show. He's rocking head to toe Betterments.
I like it.
I like it.
I love that fabric. That is sexy. What is it, like crushed velvet?
Velour. Bring it back.
Michael.
Perfection.
That's actually turning me on.
I like this.
You like it, Darius?
I like it.
Yay!
I want to be in the bed with someone wearing that. That is sexy.
Yeah, he looks really sexy.
That's like so sexy.
Okay, moving on.
That's hot.
Moving on, we have Tyga and Balenciaga. Come on.
I want those pants for myself.
Yeah, the pants are really cute, but I don't like the jacket, like the whole tuxedo look.
Yeah, but the pants are hot.
The pants are hot with a tall tee on him and a bunch of chains. That would have been sexy.
Yeah.
Michael?
Why does it look like he's got a figure? You know what I mean? Like he's got a bust and a BBL. I don't get it.
It might not have fit. It might not have. Some of these outfits and photos don't photograph well.
Yeah,
He reminds me of Little Rascals when he's sitting on that guy's shoulders to go get the logo.
Yeah.
Darius?
I don't like it. I mean, it's not form fitting. Apparently, he got some extra money he need to be giving his baby mama.
Right.
Because
he's like, oh hell no, you want Paris? Oh hell no, you've been here for this lawyer.
Okay, moving on. We have Rick Owens and Tyrone Dillon, and they both have Rick Owens.
Love.
Rick
Owens. I love that. I love all
him.
of it. I love that. What is that? Is that purple over there? That outfit is cute.
I think it's like a lavender, yeah.
And those shoes, this is hot. I love it.
I'm a Rick Owens stan. He does no wrong. I love him. I love his wife. He is sexy. He's always been.
Michael?
This looks like something he picked out of the church bin.
Show your chest, men.
Darius?
I mean, I guess it's okay for them.
Okay. All right, I'll take that. Moving on, we have Leon Lavitzcount and Louis Vuitton by Pharrell Williams.
Not for me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
He bit off Issey Miyake and it didn't work.
Is this real or is this AI?
This is real.
And his shape is not. There's something going on here. I don't like.
I like the t-shirt, but the
top is cool.
combo is not giving.
Darius?
It's like his.
He looks like an umbrella.
Yeah, style.
He said he looks like an umbrella. Of course, I like it. I love that shirt.
That shirt is hot. Yeah.
I love the shirt.
The shirt is hot, but everything else is
Right.
He could have did a fun jean with the shirt. I feel like a cut up jean with some chains or something.
It's styled incorrectly.
Yeah, he could have did so much more with that top because that top is hot.
Is this like a modified jort? Is this like pants underneath and a
Not jorts.
What it is, I saw it in the store. They're like bell bottom pants, and then on top is the skirt.
Okay.
Oh,
is that the guy from Emily in Paris?
I think so, Kate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a sexy.
Okay, so moving on. We have St. John and Chloe.
Oh my god, I love him in that. He is so fine. 10 thumbs up. So sexy.
That jacket is to die for. Love it.
He is so fine.
Michael?
perfect styling. What a look. We love contrasting whites that work out. Flawless.
Darius?
Yeah, I like this one.
Okay. We all
So fine.
we all like it. Okay, moving on.
Underrated.
Let me see, who do we have next? Oh, next we have J Hope. He was at the Chloe show as well. In head to toe, Chloe.
That looks better than what Emily from Paris dude had on. Like, that's better. Like, Chloe
So
did better.
guys, get ready because it looks like 24, 25, you're going to be seeing a lot of this.
The skirts.
This skirt, half skirt kind of stuff coming. It was on all the runways.
Tom Brown has been pushing it for years, though, and it's still not there. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to convince like the everyday male to.
Yeah.
I don't think the everyday male.
You said all the runways.
We'll be seeing in a lot of
project runway. Come on.
H&M's going to try to do it. Zara's going to try to do it. So we're going to see it more than we have been.
Yeah. We'll see.
It looks dumb. It will never catch on. Who's the market for this?
Darius, what do you think?
I want to know who is wearing this because I mean the bottom half looked like it could have been some curtains. I mean,
yeah,
Who
that's
is wearing this?
complete. I can't.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so it looks like this week our populars, we had Mr. What is his name? We had him in Vitamins. And then we had Usher. Who else did we have? We had Usher in Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton. And we had Usher in Valentino. Those were our top looks, I think.
Yummy.
Yeah.
So what say we? We have one of Usher or do we like Betterments?
I want the
Betterment
Betterment guy, I think.
Yeah, he was hot.
Betterment sexy.
Not that one.
That's
This one right here?
Yep.
That crushed velvet is just yum.
And his body.
Yes, and the boxers. Are they
Yeah.
attached? Oh my god,
Yummy.
those are sexy.
Okay, that's our best dress this week. Okay, moving on to come sit on my couch. Come sit on my couch this week. Cash Doll was recently in an interview.
That's my girl.
And she has stirred up a little controversy by saying that threesomes are for unfaithful men and low self-esteemed women.
Sounds like Cash Doll was the odd one out in a threesome.
That's what I'm hearing.
that's the danger when you let another bitch come in your bed.
Well, that's a gamble you play, but
That's a gamble. They might come in and do something a little better than you.
But do we think that's true? Do we think it's for unfaithful men and low self-esteem women?
No, you can't knock another woman.
I don't think that's true in all cases. I mean, some people had threesomes just because. I mean, I can talk about me. I did it because I liked it more than one. Absolutely.
Right.
Michael, what do you
have
think?
too.
Listen, in this day and age, who's casting stones to what people do in their private lives like that?
Right.
What a great! What is this? 1950? I mean, what a weird thing to say. And
Thank
especially with her audience, I don't understand this position at all.
Yeah. That's strange for her to
Brittany,
say that.
I
No, tell your truth. This is why.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I have seen when I see people who do. I've never participated in one of those. Not my thing because I'm gonna want to fight. You know, if you're doing something better than me, I'm gonna throw the lamp. So for me, it's not gonna work. But I do feel like the people that I have that have talked to me about them, it's normally them trying to keep their man at some point. Like, I think I want to give him this because, you know, he's been asking me for it and I don't want, and it's like, in that case, to me, that is kind of like low self-esteem. And it's like, girl, no, let him go. If that's what he wants to do, then go let him be single and he can do that. So I do understand where she's coming from. But I don't judge people either. Do what you want to do. So, you know, I can understand both sides of it because I'm with y'all. You know, do what you want to do. It's your bedroom. It's your life. Live it up. Have fun. But I also have myself heard, you know, those conversations with women who are like, well, I'm going to do it because he wants me to do it. Not because it's something that they want to do. It's fun for them. They're interested in doing it. But their man is, you know, talking about it and pushing it on them. And they're like, okay, well, I'm going to do it because I don't want to lose my man. Or I don't want him to cheat on me. That type of thing. So...
yeah, I see where you're coming from in that situation. I think it's different. I think this is two different conversations. We can have one for gay men, and then we think we can have one for, let's say gay men and women, and then we can have one for straight couples. Mm-hmm. I think gay men have been doing it very frivolously since the beginning of time. It's just something that happens in our community. Mm-hmm. I think for straight individuals, it's different. I do. Like Darius said, sometimes I want to. But looking at
a good 2-piece, I mean, and a biscuit.
Yeah.
So funny.
Michael, I know we've talked about this in the past, but as coming from a gay man, do you think it's different as far as gay men having threesomes?
Gay culture, it's our own thing, right? Is it normalized? Absolutely. Is it even becoming more so to normalize more than a threesome? You know, I think the answer to that is yes, too. I don't know necessarily what it matters, what anyone thinks about any of that type of stuff. I think that's kind of where we have been at for quite some time. If the world is going to judge you for your sexual predilections, well, shit. Gays and lesbians have been judged on that since, you know, we came out the womb. So why are we worried about threesomes now? Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, I will say, though, if you are in a relationship, because I know some couples that they do bring in other people into their bedroom, and it's a mutual decision that is made. And I mean, every couple is different. Some couples can do that. And, you know, and they could be like, okay, look, we just bringing them in to get off. And when we done, they gone. We ain't leaving each other. Ain't nobody moving in. Ain't nobody moving out. But, you know, that's not every couple. So I think if that's something that, especially if you're in a relationship, that's something for you and that other person to determine. And if you feel like that person is not going to stay with you if you don't do a threesome, then I think then you got another decision to make.
Right. That's fine.
And that's,
you know, personally, I'm not a fan. It's a lot of work. I'm a little old for all that shit. But I don't judge the people that do. You know, maybe the real conversation to have is it more about threesomes, or can you just have your own thing on the side? Is that an okay rule to have? Does your partner even have to be involved?
Some people do have those kind of understandings. They, you know, that they person can step out, you know.
No, I know I can speak for me. We're not doing that. We're not. Nope. If you want, bring them in the room. Because we're not doing that.
Share and share alike for Ashleigh.
Now, I'm not saying we do it, but I'm just saying I would not feel comfortable you out there doing your own thing. If you want to play, then bring them in the room.
You do have
because you're opening yourself up at that point, and whatever happens at that point happens. You can't control people's feelings. You know, you just don't know. Sex is a little, you know, you catch feelings sometimes. So then you just put yourself out there, and now your person is sneaking and geeking with this person on the side, and you're just kind of there, either not knowing what's going on, or I don't know. It's just they can get sticky very.
I guess a lot of people think. I guess a lot of people think, then why sneak when I can let you do it right in front of my face?
That level of comfort has to be there, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know me, but look, if I'm serious about you, I ain't finna let no other bitch come in and do more than me. It ain't finna happen.
Yeah.
Because the moment I feel like you giving that other bitch more attention to me,
the lamp. Get out.
Yeah,
Time's up.
Get out.
Kate, you've been rather quiet. Do you have anything to say about this at all?
You know, I just would not. I don't judge what anybody else wants to do. You know, it's not. I think that right now in my like I've been with somebody for 14 years, and it's like right now in my relationship that would just throw off everything we have going on. But I would just never say never. But like, just I don't see that now or in the near future. But I mean, at some point, I was thinking today watching The Golden Bachelor. I'm like, what if I'm just too old and I just with somebody for a long time and I don't feel like doing that anymore? Like, would I really care if they had somebody younger that they wanted to be around with? And I'm just kind of like, I'm old. I might not feel like doing that someday. So I don't even know. Like, maybe I would let somebody come in and like relieve me of my duty. I don't know. I would never say never. Never say never. That's all I'm saying. But I don't judge nobody.
All right. Well, I think we've come to an end to the show. Please like and share. I had put something on Facebook about our show will start to look and sound and feel different the next couple of weeks toward around the turn of the year, the holiday times. I'm looking to go in another direction. So I'm definitely looking to bring a straight male perspective on our panel, someone who's very just set in their ways, set in their thinking, to maybe offset us a little bit. And I'm also looking for a very conservative, political conservative, someone who goes in the conservative viewpoint more times than not. Somewhat, it doesn't have to be, it can be a man or a woman or them or they, but someone who's more conservative. And those are the two things I'm looking for in the next, few weeks. So if you know someone or you're out there and you think that you could fit into one of those categories, please DM me. Feel free to message me or do all that jazz. Get a hold of me. And please, if you're watching, we appreciate everyone watching. Please like and share. Like I said, I'm looking to turn the volume up here in the next few weeks. So we're about to go full steam ahead. So other than that, I thank you guys for watching. All Minds Free.
Free as the bird.
Darius, as always, we love having you over here. Thank you for spending the night, the last few hours with us.
Thank y'all for having me, my cousins. Yes, thank y'all.
Yes, cousin.
Oh yes, and can we please all viewers under my voice right now, if we could please send prayers to our co-host Shaq. She's under the weather right now, and all the prayers she can get are needed.
Love you, Shaq.
Good energy. If you don't believe in that, just send good energy, or whatever you send. But yeah, we love you, Shaq, and we hope she's back soon. Other than that, we love you. Thanks for watching. Like and share. I need Michael and Kate and Brittany to stay on. Darius, you're free to go.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.